I call Pamjit Pamar.
Mr. Speaker, it is with pleasure I rise to speak to support this bill, the Social Assistance Portability to Cook Islands, Niue and Tokelau bill in its second reading. Mr. Speaker, eligible New Zealanders can receive New Zealand superannuation and veterans pension in the Cook Islands, Niue and Tokelau under the special portability arrangement. However, under this arrangement, the eligible people are required to be resident and present here in New Zealand at the time of applying for those benefits. So this bill is to remove that requirement of people required to be resident and present here in New Zealand at the time of applying for those benefits. So this amendment will allow the eligible people to apply for their New Zealand superannuation and veterans pension from any of these three island countries, the Cook Islands, Niue and Tokelau, at the age of 65. And currently, Mr. Speaker, if we look at, there are around 650 people, those who are receiving New Zealand superannuation in the Pacific. And out of these 650 people, around 300 are in the Cook Islands. And it is estimated that with this amendment going through, with this legislation going through, there will be around 245 people, those who may benefit. And there will be addition of 16 people per annum. And if we look at this number of 245 becoming eligible straight away after this legislation going through and then addition of 16 per annum, it doesn't look like a big number. But if we look at populations of Niue Island or Tokelau Island, then, Mr. Speaker, it is a significant number. And these people from these island countries, they have a strong desire, some of them have a strong desire to go back to these island countries when they retire. So what happens currently is that they live here in New Zealand until they are 65, they apply for these benefits, and after that, those who wish to go back, they return back to Cook Islands, Niue or Tokelau Islands. So they don't want to do this, go to these islands and come back and apply after they have reached the eligibility criteria to come here and apply at the age of 65, because that causes disruption in their life, which is understood. And if they leave New Zealand permanently to go to any of these three island countries, the Cook Islands, Niue and Tokelau, before the age of 65, then they lose their entitlement to receive New Zealand superannuation. So the thinking behind this bill is that people, those who wish to return to any of these three island countries before the age of 65, to contribute to their island countries should be able to do so, and they should not be required to wait until the age of 65, because by the time they reach 65, even if they had decided originally to go back to their island countries, they are unable to do so because of so many other factors kicking in, like the age factor. So this bill is actually to fix this situation. This bill is to remove this requirement of having people to be in New Zealand at the time of applying for their New Zealand superannuation or veterans pension. Currently, there is a residence requirement that is for people to be eligible for New Zealand superannuation. They should have lived here in New Zealand for 10 years since the age of 20, including 5 after the age of 50. So which means people can go back at the age of 55. And that is what this bill is about. This bill, after it goes through, will make it possible for people to return to these three island countries at the age of 55, and then they can apply for their New Zealand superannuation or veterans pension at the age of 65 from any of these three island countries. And this change will not be restricted only to citizens of these three island countries, Cook Islands, Niue and Tokelau, but other New Zealanders, those who are eligible for New Zealand superannuation, can also go and retire in any of these three island countries and then apply for New Zealand superannuation when they reach the age of 65. So, Mr. Speaker, the question comes up is that then why this provision is available only to these three island countries and is not extended to other island countries. And this is because, as other contributors have mentioned, that this is because of our special close constitutional ties with these three island countries, Cook Islands, Niue and Tokelau, and because of which they enjoy shared New Zealand citizenship and unique legal arrangements. The Cook Island and Niue Island, they have adopted constitutions enabling them to have self-government in free association with New Zealand, which allows Cook Island and Niuean people to share New Zealand citizenship while they run their own affairs, whereas Tokelau is a non-self-governing territory of New Zealand. So, Mr. Speaker, another concern that came up was of depopulation of these three island countries, which is again understood because young people and people with special skills, they are always looking for opportunities, and to get those opportunities, they migrate to New Zealand. But then these island countries, they want to get these people back because they are facing this issue of depopulation. So with this amendment, people will be able to return back to these three island countries at the age of 55. So in a way, we'll be able to help these island countries with this problem as well. In the Select Committee, Mr. Speaker, we received and considered 13 submissions. And 6 submissions were orally heard, and there were some high-profile submitters, as we have heard before. And I'm really grateful to those submitters, those who took time to make those submissions, those who came to the Select Committee and made their concerns heard. And one main area which was very widely discussed was this rule of 5 years after the age of 50. And today also, Mr. Speaker, we have heard about this, and there is this SOP from New Zealand First, and I understand that Labour Party also had that concern, that is the 5 years rule after the age of 50. And this came up because these island countries would like to see these people return to these island countries, Cook Islands, Niue and Tokelau, before the age of 55, so that they are able to effectively contribute in the economy of these three island countries. So, but Mr. Speaker, even New Zealanders, those who go overseas and then come back, they are also required to fulfill this condition of 5 years after 50. So it will be unfair to remove this condition only for people, those who are wanting to go back to Cook Islands, Niue or Tokelau. So, Mr. Speaker, it will be inequitable to remove this requirement for these three island countries. And so, Mr. Speaker, these changes, it is hoped that these changes will benefit these three island countries. It is very difficult to quantitate the benefit that these three island countries will have in dollar terms, and it is also difficult to quantitate the cost of this amendment that we will have here in New Zealand. So as I said, Mr. Speaker, before that, we know that it is estimated that 245 people will be benefiting from this legislation going through. So there will be this cost of paying superannuation to these 245 people, and then there is this rate of 16 per annum which will be added to the list. So there will be that additional cost to the Crown. And also, Mr. Speaker, then it is likely that more people will be returning to these island countries, because now, after this legislation goes through, they will be able to go back at the age of 55. So this money that is paid in New Zealand superannuation, that will not be in our economy circulation, that will be in the circulation of their economy. So that will benefit those island countries. So that is another cost to us. But it is very difficult for us to calculate exact dollar value for the benefit for these three island countries, or the cost to us here in New Zealand. So, Mr. Speaker, overall, this bill is a positive step towards our relationship with these three island countries. So I support the bill and commend the bill to the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.